All right, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and we are back with another Raid Shadow Legends free to play mystery shard only heroes everyone can use video. Yeah, that's all the things. Lots of things happening. All right, so where are we at? Let's look. Let's take a nice little gander at the things that are going on today. So we've got 64 mystery shards. We've been blowing through mystery shards like it was candy, by the way. It's definitely been a lot of summoning going on. I've had a lot of pulls. We've definitely grown and gained some heroes. We'll go through that in a sec. So ancient shards, we have 431. So we're moving up. We're getting up there pretty quickly. I actually am about to buy another one, so that'll be 432 because we have what is that, the arena, the tag team nonsense. We've got 79 voids. So we're literally one void shard away from what I believe is usually what is that? The guaranteed void shard pulls. Unless it's 100, which, because it always goes up. So really, realistically, this number will just keep going up as to what you need. So maybe next time it'll be 110, maybe 120, 150. Eventually it'll be pull 1,000 void shards, and maybe you'll get a guaranteed hero. Sacred shards, we've got 26. We're moving along. Fusion. So this video is called Nut Up or Shut Up, and yeah, that's basically what we're going to be talking about today. Just kind of going over this a little bit. I'm not going to go dig too far into it. I don't really care about it so much, so obviously I'm not going to use nut regardless. So you know what? I'm not going to lie. This is going to be really weird calling this guy by his name, but I'm going to do it. All right, so here we go. To get nut, you need to get a lot of heroes. It's weird. I don't even know how this works, to be honest. So if you're looking for a guide on how to do this fusion, you are at the wrong place. I'm just going to tell you my thoughts on it. The heroes look pretty cool. I mean, this guy, Lone Blade, he is what he is. They all look the same, though. Like, everybody from this faction looks like Jason with two swords. So I'm not super impressed with these guys. I don't really care about them so much, but I do need to get them eventually because they are rares. So we're going to try and get at least a couple of them. I would like to at least get this guy. Where is he? Because he looks pretty cool, Ambassador. What is his name? Ambassador Leflin. I like the name. It's time to do some extra work. Give me 1 second. I'm taking care of dumb things. So Ambassador Leflin looks pretty cool. He actually seems to have a pretty good kit. Um, from what I can tell, I mean, he's got a 50% chance of placing a 30% decreased crit rate debuff for 2 turns, but he attacks all enemies on his A1, immediately making him viable for campaign farming or some other stuff. He also has a taunt debuff, but it says on a target ally, so I guess you can have some other hero taunt. So basically, just bring a hero in that's, I guess, super strong and slow, maybe has an unkillable possibly, and then you know, plant a taunt on his ass, and then everybody has to attack him and he won't die. So that could be something for like your unkillable teams or something, even though it's a 4-turn cooldown. So, but this lasts for 2 turns. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I have never used taunt, so I couldn't tell you. But he looks pretty cool. I think he's one of the few heroes I've seen from these fusions that's actually kind of badass. That's not the legendary. And then we've got this guy who's from Void Shards, apparently. Now, I don't know if you get him from pulls, if you can only get him from pulls, because if that's the case, then Raid has gone to the next level of jerkness, if that's the case. But I don't know. So I'm not even saying I'm right or wrong. I just don't know. So don't ask me. But if that's the case where you have to pull him, then that would be ridiculous. But hopefully he's dropped from the quests. I'm assuming he'll be dropped. That's my assumption here. But this whoa, excuse me. This guy, look at this. Look at this face. I don't know who drew this, but it's weird. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't like. I actually, I don't want him. Even if he was the best hero in the game, I don't feel like I would want him. He looks really creepy looking. He almost looks fake. He actually looks like a bloodborne monster, is what he looks like. Kind of interesting. I don't know what's going on in his chest. What does he do? Let's look. He attacks one enemy 2 times, and he can steal buffs. So there, that's fun. Attacks one enemy 3 times, ignores shields. True Fears, Unkillable, all the useful things, and then he swaps HP with an enemy, so that's nice. And then deals 30% more damage against targets whose HP is lower than this current hero's HP. So basically, you have full health. He's got no health. He swaps with you. You got no health, and then he does 30% damage. So yeah, this guy's a werewolf. Interesting. I don't hate him. Whatever. So yeah, that's basically it. And then Nut, the man that everybody is saying is a game changer yet again. Let's see what he does. He attacks one enemy 3 times, decreasing turn meter, so that's nice. And then if not, he can freeze them, so that's interesting. He attacks all enemies. He does attack down and weaken, so that's fun. He has a counter attack for 2 turns, so that's nice. Another attack one enemy 3 times. He can decrease target's turn meter by up to 30%, apparently. Each hit decreases the target's turn meter by 3%. So that's kind of stupid. I don't know how I feel about that. Each hit also heals the champion by 30%. Like, oh, but it's enemy max HP. So everyone's gonna love him for end game content, basically, because that attack will be essentially useless until you get into a higher end dungeon with really high HP, and then he'll start doing ridiculous amounts of damage with this. So I could see this being the strongest attack in the game. Let's just say that. Like, if his multipliers are good, this could be one of the best single target attacks ever, and it would stack up to 30%, decreasing the target's defense. So yeah, there's that. And then that's if his multipliers are good. Remember, I don't know his multipliers. I don't honestly care because I'm not going to use them. But when counterattacking, deals 100% damage instead of 75. So he does 25% more damage when he counterattacks. So that's cool. He's got accuracy in all dungeons, so that's nice. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't look bad. And I would say for single target bosses, and I would say Fire Knight, right? Because he does 3 times on 2 of his attacks, correct? Yeah. So he's probably a Fire Knight hero that we're trying to bring up, for the hard mode dungeons. So yeah, I would say he's not bad. I like him. He's cool. I'm not going to get him probably, but he's cool. But yeah, that's the fusion. Right now, Raisin, we're still working around over here. I have a few more heroes that I've gotten in the vault. We already got, of course, there's going to be a maintenance in 10 minutes. So yeah, right before I make my videos. But this is going to be good. We may have to skip over some stuff and see what happens. But there you go. That's Nut. I mean, I'm going to be going for some of it. I know some of the tournaments are going right now. Where is it? Slowly but surely, things are going to load. All right. So we've got Spider Tournament going on right now, where you can get what? What can we get here? We can get, all right, so you can get one of him. So that's not bad. But you know what? The problem here is the 2,200 points. It's like, it just takes so long to get that. You waste so much energy just farming Spider. Let's get out of here. So that's that. And then you've got the events going on. Clan versus clan is going to start. We've got champion training going on, which is not terrible. I already started doing this a little bit because I'm actually leveling heroes. So you will get some stuff here, which is not bad. Artifact enhancement. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this one. I need to get at least a few of these guys. So it would be nice to, be able to do that. Looks like I might have to. Yeah, I mean, I would like to get this book and stuff, but I don't know if we're gonna have the money because I just blew through a bunch of stuff before this because I don't really care about the fusion so much. So we'll see how that goes. And then clan versus clan is gonna start, which isn't bad. Now, as far as heroes go, we have built out a few. Let me see. So one of the newer heroes that we're working on now is Templar. So I've been farming Valdemar straight basically for the last few days. We've got all his gear maxed out. I'm not happy with his gear, so I definitely want to change it a little bit and get him a little bit better stats, but it's not terrible. He's not horribly built. We did go and farm and we got all his skills maxed. So he's done, which you know what the funny part about this is that he is for some reason really easy to max. Like, I only farmed for a few days and he's already maxed, and I have an extra few of him that I put into the Faction Guardians because I'm kind of deciding that I want to get all the heroes from the campaign. So we're going to move forward on these guys because I don't need books for them. I can just farm them out. So I'm thinking I might just farm them out and finish that one thing so I don't have to worry about it anymore. And I also picked him first because I'm trying to beat Sacred Order in the Faction Wars now, and I feel like he's my best option to bring on board with the rest of the heroes that I have. So we're going to use him. to get through faction wars. And that because he's the next one in line. Artifacts, like I said, he's got defense probably. Defense. Yeah, it's all defense. He's got speed on his boots. I'd like to get his crit rate up a little, but it's not super important. Really just getting him a little bit faster and getting him some resistance would be nice. So I have a banner that we're going to throw on him. It's level 15, as you can see. We'll see how that goes. I have to get it to 16, and then we'll throw it on him. Now, we already have we have 2 of the 5 stars already ready to go. We have 1, 2, 3 more 40s that I'm working on now, and then I got 5 more cooking, and we have some 3s here that I actually, so look at that. We can actually do some upgrading now. Get a few. Look at that. So let's do that. Let's upgrade them. Go get some points on the champion training thing, right? That's the best thing we can do right now. It's the best thing. Literally, there's nothing else better that we can do right now. I've been blowing through heroes like nonstop because I have not stopped farming. It's been a lot of farming. Yeah, let's get rid of her. I don't care. There we go. Oh wait, did I farm out level 1s? I did. I could have been using these guys. I could have been using these guys the whole time and it wouldn't have mattered. Silly Billy. But it looks like we have maintenance coming, so I'm going to try to burn through the things that we did today pretty quickly. I don't want to record this. That would be silly because we've already got things going on. All right, let's get these done, and then we'll jump into some content stuff and see where we're at. Because I don't even know where I'm at, to be honest. Like, I've been kind of just farming because it's been fun. There we go. Let's get rid of these guys. Now we got 1 more 4-star. So now we just got to level up a bunch more. As far as level 50s, I did just post my newest 50s. Templar is one of them. And then we've got all of these now. So who did we build? So we're definitely going to be pushing forward with Executioner. We're going to push forward with Templar. Who else here is farmable? I don't know if I really want to push Muckstalker to 60, even though he is farmable, but I feel like I'm going to have to either way just because he's booked already. All his skills are maxed, so we might want to just do it because reasons. And then who else is maxed here? I got Metal Shaper recently, and I've gotten about 2 or 3 more copies of him. How many? 2? Yeah, we got 1 book here and 1 book here. So we've already gotten 2 more copies of Metal Shaper, and we still haven't gotten freaking Bogwalker. You know how many times, Metal Shaper pisses me off more than anything because he looks like Bogwalker when you get him. So I get excited, and then I see that it's Metal Shaper 3 times. I'm like, just give me Bogwalker. 1 hero. That's all I'm asking for. Who else in here? So Gator, not really, but we'll see what we do with him. So Sorceress, we've got her kind of started already. I threw her in poison, not because it's good. I just did it to get the stats, and that's where we're at right now. So we're gonna probably build her and farm her out next, and then we do have to finish out the dogs. So he is farmable and he's maxed on skills. So we might just do both dogs so that we can see what they're about. We got this guy. I don't even know his name. Defender. He's a defender dwarf. So we got him level to 50. Yes, we're doing Crusader. Is that his name, right? Thank you for your warning. Crusader. So we'll be doing Crusader. So that's not bad. And I think that's about it as far as that. Oh, yeah, we got to farm this guy out too. I forgot his name. The ogre that you get. We got to farm him out. And then Gore Mask, who actually sucks, and I haven't used him. So, I mean, for all I know, he's amazing. I don't know. Maybe he's going to be good. We don't know. I can't tell you. We'll never find out. So that's what we've been doing, just like leveling 50s and getting everything settled. We did do a lot we did some Doom Tower stuff. Really not much going on here. The secret rooms this rotation are my worst rotation. We have Skinwalkers, which is ridiculously hard because I only have 160 in Skinwalkers. Everyone else is 50, so we're more than likely not beating that one. This one here was all HP champions, which once again, I don't really have anyone except for, Jason meets Freddy over here. So that's not going anywhere. And then right here, we've got only dwarves. So all of my worst factions are all in one rotation, which is probably why I will never, ever finish these, at least now. Not never, just never this run. I'm not finishing it. It's not going to happen. So we definitely have to get some level 60 dwarves built up. Like Madman would be one of my first choices, and a Veer. So we'll probably do those 2. I think they might be next on the list to get 60 once I get some more books, because they're the ones I'm going to need to finish this stuff. But yeah, a Veer, if I get Candle Guard, I would immediately pull her up because they're awesome, and Madman's also really good. So those are the ones I'm thinking towards. It's going to take me a while either way. So I think just a Veer and Madman might be the best options to get me through it. I don't have to max their skills immediately. I can just wait on that because I have plenty of other heroes that I can just farm for the skills books. But we'll see how it goes. If I get some books from Clan versus Clan, it would be nice. So that would help. Clan boss, I really haven't focused on too much, to be honest. I really wish I could. It was like, it's just not a priority for me, even though it should be. I wish I could say it was a priority, but really it's not. It's not even close to a priority. Faction Wars, we have gotten now at 645. I did pull out a couple new stars. As you can see, I did put out a thing that said, we beat Bannerlords. So now High Elf is done, Barbarian Crypt is done, and Bannerlords is done. And now I can start focusing. That's why I said I wanted to focus on Sacred Order, and I also want to focus on Dark Elf. So we're going to try and get this, I was going to say trifecta, but there's 5. That's dumb. So we want to get these 5 kind of done, and then we'll start working our way towards the other ones, because Dwarf's going to take a little bit, Shadowkin's going to take a little bit, Orc is kind of whatever. Undead Hordes, I think I just need 1 or 2. I need 1 hero that's solid, I think, and I think it'll help kind of propel that one. Because right now I'm using all attackers, and it's not good enough. I need somebody who can do some support, maybe a provoker, things like that. So I got to look at who I have. That fat guy in the armor, he's not really doing too well. Even at 50, he's not really helping me. He's a tank defense guy. I forgot his name. But either way, he's just not doing it for me. And Knights Revenant, I have a lot of good heroes in Knights Revenant. I just need to build. I definitely want to build Executioner. We just got Guardian to 50, so we may consider building him. Undead Horde, we also have Sorceress, so we need to build her. Skinwalker and Lizardman, I just hate both of those crypts. I don't really like any of the heroes in it, so we'll see how that goes. I might have to just start building heroes to 60 just to power through things, and then mix and match as I kind of move forwards. We'll see how that goes. But these are going to be the hardest ones, are Skinwalker and Lizard for me right now. And possibly Ogren, but Ogren actually has good heroes, so I don't know. Like, I have good heroes, I just haven't built them because none of them have really come up in anything. Shadowkin has cool heroes. I don't know if it's enough to beat it, but I definitely have some good ones that we can build for Shadowkin, so I'm not too worried about that one. But that's where we're at, 645 out of 882, which we're going to lose that. We're definitely not going to beat these before the new faction crypt comes out, so say goodbye to Lydia again. If it's any consultation. So that's really where we're at for the week. I guess we're not going to really go too far into anything else. I mean, I figure we'll just talk about GNUT for today. And like I said, if you're gonna go for him, go for him. I mean, he doesn't seem like he's bad for endgame, but he also looks like there's a lot going on. Like the points are pretty high from what I could see. So I'm not really sure if this is going to be something that if you're newer and you haven't been saving, you're probably not going to get this. So at least maybe try to get this guy because he's kind of cool. And it can't hurt. Like, I mean, it's here, right? So you might as well just try to get as much as you can. So if you can get any of these heroes, at least as an extra, it's worth it because at least you get new heroes. You know what I mean? And you never know when one of these guys is going to pop up. I mean, even this bonehead here, I mean, even if he's bad, who cares? It's for Sylvan Watchers. It might get you to stage 14 or 18 at least, just to kind of push the faction forward. And then when you get a really good one, you just want to push the faction wars as far as you can get is really the goal here. So that's what we're looking at. Get out of there. And then if you really want to go for GNUT and lose all those heroes for him, then go ahead. I don't know how much. I don't know. I don't feel like any of these heroes are game changers, but this is the only skill that I see on him that makes me say he might be like ridiculously good for killing bosses. So if that's the case, then yeah, you're going to have an awesome boss killer. All right. So today we'll make it a little short. I do have a lot to record today and it's been a little bit busy. So I'm going to try to make some of the other videos a little bit longer since this one's going to be a bit shorter. Yeah, that's really it for this week. I mean, there really wasn't much going on outside of the fusions. So I would say try to get as much of those heroes as you can, push forward, and clan versus clan, if anything, save a little bit of time before clan versus clan hits, because that would be it'd be good to get those points. I mean, you definitely want all the books and the coins and everything. Try to get some of the heroes from there. I actually just bought some accessories from the clan versus clan shop. So that's actually a very good idea if you need some extra boosting to your heroes. I mean, I would pull one. If you have some extra coins, just pull one and maybe you'll luck out and get something that you really want. Who knows, right? So that's basically it for this week. Like I said, I'm not gonna go too crazy for this video. I don't really have a lot of progression to show you guys as of right now, outside of building heroes, which I've been posting all week. So you've been kind of getting that in little tidbits as far as what I've been working on. And I'll only be working on getting a couple of these heroes. I would like to get at least the one red epic, the forest epic, and I would like to get both of the rares. If I end up getting the void epic, then that's great. I'm not like pushing for it. I don't give a crap about GNUT, and I'm not trying to get him. We're not going to be pushing forward on this one at all. So it's not, but remember, this is not because I think he's bad. It's just because I don't do that. So don't get confused. Don't get confused. You might want to get him. I don't know. I don't know your life. I don't know if your dwarves are slacking. I don't know if you're having trouble with something that he might help you with. So, and I also don't know if you have 2 weeks to waste your life getting him. So I don't know these things. These are all the things that I don't know about you personally. Feel free to leave a comment and tell me about it, though. You're like, listen, I sit home all day and I eat oatmeal and I play Raid, and I really need GNUT. I need to get my GNUT today. All right. Enough with the nut jokes. That's it. No more nut jokes. This is getting nutty. All right. That was the last pun. That was the last one. There's no more nut jokes, and we're going to stop saying the word nut. And yes, guys, I'm pretty sure his name is like GNUT. I'm well aware. All right, but it's a silent G. His name is Nut. Okay. So yeah, that's it. If you guys have any questions, make sure you leave a note on my YouTube channel, aka a comment. Imagine they just start calling them notes now. Like, oh, I'm gonna leave a note for you. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, leave some comments. I always like it when the algorithm loves me. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. It's all fun. And yeah, maybe we can move this forward. I'll be getting my new mic set up coming this week. Actually, supposed to get it the 4th. It was supposed to be the 5th, and they just sent me an email. It's coming earlier. So I'm like, yes, on the 4th of July, I get a new mic set up, and then maybe I can actually do my podcast correctly with 2 people. It's going to be fun. And yeah, I'm getting a whole bunch of other stuff. It's going to be fun. It's going to be good. All right. So this is Nut. Yeah, it's not nutty. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and you guys take care.